I'm Chaz Hogan, Australian journalist.
And I'm Ep10, the Welsh reporter.
And we're here in Lyon ahead of the first ever joint draw for the UEFA Champions League first knockout round and also the FIFA World Cup group stages. Now there's more excitement here than a pack of horny dingoes, so let's head inside now.
Hi guys, I'm Aussie Villain and welcome to Season 15, Episode 10 at the Impossible Dream at Bala Town. Now today we have a lot of catching up to do. We're going to be playing two festive fixtures against the New Saints. But let's get straight into things here, and we can see that we have our youth preview for this upcoming youth intake. We have one decent goalkeeping prospect, which is good. We have one top prospect in the centre of midfield, and we have one, well, I'm assuming it's the same person, from Gwynedd that has caught the eye, a young Welsh central midfielder. Not much else. Don't expect too much from the youth intake. That's kind of what we've come to expect, but a goalkeeper and a midfielder, we'll take that. That is for sure. Now, we have 5 games to catch you up on, but before that, we have 2 draws to catch you up on as well. First up, it is the Champions League first knockout round. So let's go see who we got in that. Okay, here we go. Champions League first knockout round draw. We have been seeded because, let's not forget, we won the group. So, other top seeds, Arsenal, Bayer Leverkusen, Lyon, Real Madrid, Barcelona, Paris Saint-Germain, and Schalke. We can't get any of those. Who can we get? And we're almost certainly going to get one of these bad teams, aren't we? It is Monaco, Dortmund, Inter City. Now, both times we've got to the knockout round, we've had to play Manchester City. If we get them having won the group, I will be annoyed. We could also get Bayern Munich, Celtic, Liverpool, or Real Sociedad. We want to avoid Liverpool and City. We want to avoid probably Bayern Munich. Outside of that, we can't get Celtic because they're in our group, of course. Monaco, Dortmund, Inter, Sociedad. I mean, we'll take what we get, luckily, because we don't have a choice to. So let's see who we get here. We're going to get Manchester City again, aren't we? There is nothing surer. Sociedad's first team out. They get Arsenal. Liverpool, we'd rather not. They get Schalke. Dortmund, we'll have them if we can. No, they get Lyon. We're going to get City. Here we go. Bala Town. Oh, I thought it was going to be us. It's Real Madrid. Bayern Munich. Oh, I'd rather not. Oh, it is. It's Bayern Munich in the first knockout round. We could have had Inter, but we don't get them. We could have had AS Monaco, but we don't get them. So it is Bayern Munich. That is not the easiest. Yeah, but, well, that is what it is. So there we go, we've got that to look forward to after Christmas. Let me know what you think in the comments. Can we get the job done? It's going to be tough. So there we go, it's not going to be easy, but there wasn't too many easy draws there we could have got. It was always going to be tough, wasn't it? So it's Bayern Munich, but it's a good thing we won the group because if we hadn't, Celtic got Paris Saint-Germain, so that may well have been us. Now, one other thing to quickly catch you up on while we're talking about European football here, if we just quickly scroll down and have a look at the Euro 2 Cup, if we go to the second knockout round, it's not going to do it for us. But if we go and have a look at the group stages, I can never remember what group Caffeine Druids is in. But anyway, they won their group. There they are there. They've won their group. So they bypassed the first knockout round straight into the second knockout round. So bravo, Caffeine Druids. They are flying the flag high for Wales in football, just like we are now. In Europe, I should say. So that's excellent. That is excellent stuff. Well done, Caffeine. Now, we have the World Cup draw to do as well. So let's go see who Wales is going to be playing this summer at the end of this season. All right, this is exciting. World Cup draw time. Now, Wales, we're in the second pot. Now, I believe it's 3 teams to a group, isn't it? Because, 48-team World Cup. So this could take a while. I'm just thinking, you know what, the best way to do this is maybe not to go through and see who's qualified for the World Cup. It may just be, just get this thing going and see who we can get. Now, you'd like to think, I mean, as a second pot team, we should, and I'm assuming these are the third pot teams that are being drawn right now, we should be able to get in the top 2 and get out of the group, and then we'll kind of see where that takes us from there. Just a couple of decent teams. I mean, you wouldn't ideally want Sweden. Iran would probably be difficult, but equally the likes of El Salvador, Syria, although Syria are a decent team, Honduras, Canada. Now, the World Cup is in England, so that helps us a little bit, I think. It's essentially a home World Cup for us. Here we go with the second-tier teams. So Austria is out. China, we'd probably rather not. Congo we'll take. New Zealand we'd take. We don't get them. Saudi Arabia we'll take. Sweden we'd rather avoid. And I don't know if we can get them because... Oh, Australia. Because there would be a European team, of course, wouldn't it? And we get Syria. Now, if there's one thing I've learnt from watching Syria in real life, it's that they're a tricky team. That being said, you would certainly back us to be able to at least beat them and get out of this group. Now, who do we get as a first seed? This is the big question, isn't it? We would have taken Japan, but we couldn't get them because they're Asian, of course. Germany's gone, so that's a good thing. Brazil's gone, that's a good thing. USA is gone, which is maybe not a good thing. We would have liked them as a top seed. Cameroon is gone. Holland, who do we get? We get Mexico. I tell you what, that's not the worst. There are obviously some. Now we couldn't have got Asian teams, of course. We could have gotten an African top seed, so that would have been decent. But we avoided the really big boys, so that's positive. So there it is, our FIFA World Cup group: Wales, Mexico, and Syria. We are the second ranked team. Mexico is ranked 9th, but yeah, I mean, we should get out of the group. That's the main thing, and then, chips fall where they may. But yeah, that is certainly it's a very decent draw, isn't it? So there we go, exciting times. I cannot wait for the World Cup. 48 teams, it does seem a little bit excessive, doesn't it? But the first 2 teams will go through, and you would imagine, even if we can't get past Mexico, we should be beating Syria, and that should be enough to get us out of the group, which is excellent. I mean, there's some big names there. There are some less big names there as well. Obviously, topping the group will help us come the second knockout round. It's hosted in Japan, not in England. So yeah, that'll be interesting to see how that gets on for us. But yeah, I'm excited for this. Now, as I said earlier, 5 games to catch you up on since last episode. All of them in the league. Let's start with our game against Caffeine Druids. Mackmeyer gave us the lead. Caffeine Druids pegged us back. But JJ crossed for Big Mac to restore our lead at half-time. Ken Buckley made it 3 before Dewey Moore crossed for Mackmeyer to complete his hat-trick. So absolutely dominant. A nice return to form for Big Mac with the hat-trick. Buckley with a goal as well. And to be honest, yeah, this was back to the good old days of Bala Town where we just absolutely destroyed somebody. They scored with their only shot on goal, which was obviously disappointing. And next up, we were playing Bengal City. We got the perfect start through Mackmeyer. Debutant Frank O'Connor picked out Jarzabowski at the back post to double our lead, before Nost across for Big Mac to make it 3-0 at half-time. Mateo Freschi smashed in a stunning 4th, before finding Big Mac to complete his hat-trick. And Frank O'Connor added a debut goal. Well, there we go. Absolutely destroyed them. Big Mac, back-to-back hat-tricks. You love to see it. Jarzabowski, Freshy, and the debutant here was Frank O'Connor. You may remember we signed him. I think it was 45 grand from a Northern Irish club. We gave him a debut in this one, and he looked okay. He looked like he could do a decent job for us. So that was excellent. Next up, it was Clenelli Town. Jarzabowski gave us the first half lead, but Clenelli were level only in the second half. JJ crossed for Damien Olmark to restore our lead, before Jarzabowski added a 3rd, and then a 4th moments later to complete his hat-trick. And Tony got a 5th in stoppage time. So to be honest, 5-1 flattered us in this one massively. Jarzabowski with a hat-trick in this one. 3 games, 3 hat-tricks for Bala Town players. But this was a very, very tight game until Allmark and Davis came on, and then they absolutely changed the game. Freshy missed a penalty. He had a nightmare of a game. Fomin didn't have a great game. Like I said, we took him off and never looked back. It was wonderful. Next game to catch you up on is another game against Caffeine Druids. And just like that, the goals disappeared. I don't know what to say. We just couldn't score. You can see we absolutely smashed them again. We just could not score. I don't know what else to say. Our final game to catch you up on was against FESTIVE. We took the lead when Buckley played in Alexi Fomin on the break. FESTIVE pulled level, and then they went in front. But Kane Beckett had us level at half-time, before Jarzabowski won it late on. Is there such a thing as a dominant 3-2? Because that's what this was. Fomin, Beckett and Jarzabowski with the late winner. But I mean, they had 4 shots on target, 2 of them went in. We dominated the game and made really, really hard work of it. But ultimately we won, and that is the main thing. So a quick update of what this means for the league table, and we're back in full control, 9 points clear. And you'd like to think, in the form that we appear to be in, that we'll be able to see this out. You can see all the other cup draws we have upcoming there, but today it is all about the league, and it's all about the New Saints, and hopefully trying to just push them a little bit further down this table. So let's go have a look and see what we're doing here for the first game, and I've clicked the wrong thing there, which is annoying. We are the favourites for this one. 43 wins, 16 draws, 14 defeats. The New Saints, they're obviously the one team that has really given us a hard time. Now, they've changed manager since last time we saw them. It is Todorov who's gone there. He's sort of been all around Welsh football for a little while now, but he's gone to the New Saints. He's been there for just over a month. A balanced passing style of play. We don't have too much, unfortunately, by way. Apparently, the analysis team took a week off from at the Gareth Centre, but it doesn't matter because hopefully we'll be able to almost hit submit team there, be able to beat them anyway. So this is the team we're sending out. It's Thiel in goal. It's JJ, Gurke, it's Beckett and Noster as the back four. Nicolin and Buchlan in midfield. Buckley, I should say. Puklin, Holick and Fomin with McMire up top. Now, one thing that is very much leading team selection right now, if we go and have a quick look at promises, is all these players we've promised playing time to. So ultimately, that is, we sort of pick these guys if they're fit and then, fill in the gaps. So that's where we're at. Let's see if we can beat the New Saints. So we are matching up with them man for man, which is good. I don't recognise any names in their lineup that is formerly of our parish, so that's good as well. No one's being traitorous bastards. What do we say? It's got their proof of point. I've been getting good results lately by saying there's no pressure on you. So let's continue with that. Let's continue with some calm. We have faith, and hopefully get another good performance from us. Now, a couple of injuries. Matteo Freschi has picked up a bit of an injury. He should be back. I forget how long he was out for, but he should be back ready for Bayern Munich. And Correa is back training again. So we'll try and get him off the bench in this one and start and build up his match fitness ahead of the Bayern Munich tie as well. That's a big get to get him back for us because we were just a little bit thin in midfield without him. We had to sort of play Bukley Gami a little bit more than I would have liked in European games. So hopefully we'll have a full team of fit players ready to go for that one. Ball forward, can we get to that? We should pick that up with JJ. Nicolin gets it forward. There it is there for Fomin. Now, we do, of course, have the January transfer window coming up as well. I would ideally like to strengthen midfield a little bit in that one. Holick with a shot, and it's straight at the goalkeeper. I'd really like to get a good defensive midfielder in if I can, just so we don't have to play Brewerton. And the other problem area is left wing. I'm hoping Fomin at some point will just become happy again and we get our world-class winger back. But right now, I mean, he's been unhappy since the summer and he's not really showing any sign of that changing. So I'm hoping by playing him in the league a little bit over sort of in between the European gap, I guess we call it, that he'll become happy again. But we might need to look to get a sort of a quality left winger in, just in case. I mean, Holick can play out there. We have options that can go out there. Fomin has been fouled there, and that's going to be a penalty, and Mikhail Holick will take. Hopefully, this is going to give us a first goal of Boxing Day. Holick stands over it. What's he got for us? Mikhail Holick, he sticks it away in off the post. Wonderful, wonderful stuff. That's 1-0. Get that up your TNS, and we'll tell them to... we'll test demand a little bit more. I really dislike TNS for no other reason than just this game. That's the only reason. I only think I have anything against them. I should check what's happened to Scott Rusko, actually. I haven't seen his name pop up again recently. I wonder if we can get him back in the January window as well, as Bukley has a shot that never really threatened the goal. I would like to get O'Connor on the field here, second half if we can as well. Fomin is just... He hasn't let us down in Europe, which is the main thing. But, we're sticking him in games domestically, and he's not having great time with things. Beckett should have done better with that chance. And we've just got to be a little bit careful here. It is only 1-0. And we've seen from us before, let's give him a concentrate actually, that we're not against letting a 1-0 lead slip when we've dominated a game. But what do we say to that actually? Let's maybe give it... I don't know what to say to them. Just don't get complacent, guys. Nicolin is doing okay. Holick is doing okay. Should be doing a little bit better considering he has a goal. I wonder if we can change something tactically. Let's maybe try being a little bit more narrow. Let's not pass it into space, and let's raise the tempo. Let's just basically change everything we're doing and see if it works. Well, this is what we wanted. A corner for the New Saints. Theo comes a long way. He is a commanding goalkeeper, and he showed that there. And that was not the highlight, you would hope. Throws it forward. There for Big Mac. Big Mac gets it wide, looking for Puklin. I think it's the first we've seen of him. He gets down towards the byline, pulls it back. Oh, and Heinz Mackmeyer, the Big Mac, on his 14th goal of the season. And that's the way to start the second half, guys. It is 2-0 now. And let's hope we can go on with things this second half. Puklin did really, really well. Big Mac, of course, sent him away. Got himself into the penalty area. And, well, good finish from a tight angle as well. Wonderful stuff, boys. Wonderful stuff. 2-0 to Bala Town. And, well, let's see if we can, put the New Saints away here. Unfortunately, it looks as though they're not. I would really want to get them relegated. It would be wonderful to see the New Saints relegated. But, it doesn't look like that's going to happen either. They're still a strongish team, in the league, which is always a little bit disappointing. Now, I want to get O'Connor on. So we'll look to do that. I can't think who else I have on the bench. I usually try and put, if I'm fielding a strong starting 11, try and have some youngsters on the bench, assuming that we're at some point going to be in a good position. Here we go with Puklin. Back to Bukley. We've got our right back forward. Puklin's in a good position. Goalkeeper makes a save there. And that will be a corner. So that's a good time to make these subs. Coria was the other one, wasn't it? I wanted to get him some match fitness. So let's get him on for Bukley. And let's get O'Connor on for Fomin. And, see what these guys can do. We've got Holick taking the corner. It's a decent one. Goalkeeper hasn't come for it, but it's cleared away into touch, and that will be the Bala Town line-out. Another free kick, lumped up into the box. It's headed away again. Delaney to pick that up for them. Can we go and win that back? No, but he's just kind of panicked and hacked it forward to nobody. Beckett has that. Beckett goes back to Theo. Across there for Gurke, and let's build from the back and go, boys. Nope, we'll go back to Theo. It's patient play. You've got to give it to him. Get those pass completion numbers up. Gurke gets it wide there for JJ. JJ, nice ball in there for Holick. Holick finds Puklin and acres of space. Can Puklin finish it off? No, he cannot. The finishing this game has, it's not been first class, has it? Let's give him a praise, though. See if we can kick him on a little bit here. We do have young Jason Isaac on the bench. We could look to bring him on up top. We'll see what happens with this highlight. I do enjoy having Big Mac up front scoring goals again. It's been too long. Here we go with Holick. Crossfield ball. That's Nosta. He gets it in there for Coria. It's good to have him back. Nice little ball there for Puklin. Puklin does well to keep possession. Loses out. Wins it back. Big Mac sticks it away. He had to be offside, didn't he? It's the 15th of the season for Heinz Mackmeyer. 50th league goal for Bala Town as well. So well done to Big Mac on that achievement. And now he's on a hat-trick. We can't really take him off, can we? Puklin. Now, what's happened here? Oh, no, the fullback there's playing him on. He looked to be offside, but no, there is someone there playing him on. And, well, that's wonderful stuff. 3-0. Big Mac has two of them. Go and get yourself a hat-trick, mate. Go help yourself. Here we go. Holick with a corner. Is it towards Big Mac? No. Goalkeeper, you've got to say, claims it well. And let's see what becomes of this. Lumps it forward to nobody. Field comes out. They must have a short field, sort of length to length. Not very often goal kick gets the other goalkeeper like that. Holick threads it in for Big Mac, and Big Mac can't finish it off for his hat-trick. Nicolin's looking a little bit tired, but I think we might just leave it. I think the next game is New Year's Day, so it's not really a festive fixture in the English sense. We've got a free kick here. Puklin, will he shoot? We've seen him score from here before. He's a great free kick taker as well. Puklin can't finish it off. Beckett picks it up. Is he onside? Looks like he is. Back to Puklin. Can he pick out Big Mac for the hat-trick? It goes behind for a corner. And here we go. Holick to take the corner. Decent. It's near post. And it was Beckett, who's not shy of goals lately, actually. He's got a few. They lump that forward to nobody. Ball forward to O'Connor. Let's see what the youngster can do. Can he pick out Big Mac? No, his cross is blocked. And it's becoming a bit of a long old highlight, this one, isn't it? What we don't want to do is give him a goal here. Burns gets past one, unleashes. Nowhere near the goal, and that should do it for that. And hopefully will see out the game. A good, comfortable 3-0 win away from home. We don't often see that when we show domestic games, but Holick with the penalty, Big Mac with the double, and well done, boys. So Bala Town hammered the New Saints. You love to see it. Wolves are concerned. That's our left back for Wales. He should be back for the World Cup. So that's fine. 3 months, yeah, that'll be March. So he should be back. That's not a problem. Holick did really well. So we'll say, yeah, well done in front of goal. You put your penalty away. It's a minimum requirement. Guys, wait right there. We'll be back for the return fixture at our place against the New Saints. It'll be opening of the January transfer window as well. Okay, welcome back. We are at January 1st and we have awards for all sorts of things. But let's focus on the Wales ones. The Welsh Footballer of the Year, James Gwynedd, won that. Jamie Evans from Cardiff Met Uni and then Simon Halford from Al Gharafa were the first three in that. It looks as though the Bala Town years of winning this award may have passed us by, which is a shame. But the Mark Wade era looks as though it might be confined to the dustbins of history. Now, the Young Player of the Year, we are still very much in this one, though we didn't win it this year. Sean Jones, I should say, who was in our Welsh team, the national team, he won Young Player of the Year ahead of Ken Buckley and Jason Isaac, who is our young striker as well. So we're still there or thereabouts, so we didn't manage to win it this particular season. Now, we also have the Wales team of the season. Where are we here? Best 11. So that's it there. A couple of notables. Garmy got in there, which doesn't surprise me. Marcus Wade as well. But that's everybody there. In the subs, you can see up here, Kenny Buckley was the other Bala Town player to play with Bala Town history to get himself into that 11. But we are worried about our game against the New Saints here, and we are the favourites for this one, as you would imagine. We just saw all of this stuff last time out, so we won't waste too much time going over it, except to see the match report from the last game. So we can see there they were a bit of a shambles, weren't they? You embarrassed yourselves, TNS. All right, let's have a look at the team we're sending out. And this is it. It's Correa in goal, basically just trying to keep him match sharp. Tony and Beckett, the two players we've promised football to, they go as the centre-backs. Ballerini, you've had to promise him first-team football now, so he comes into the starting lineup. Parry is going to play down the left. JJ has picked himself up a little bit of a knock. Actually, Thompson is coming back from a knock, and JJ, where is he? Down here somewhere. He was unavailable, but I can't find him now. Where is he? JJ. There you are, right there in front of me. He's out for just a bit of a minor knock as well. Nicolin as a deep line playmaker. Arias, we're getting him some match fitness, is going to play with Buckley. Correa to get him fit comes in. It's going to be Big Mac and Holick going up top. Actually, you know what I wanted to do? I wanted to put, where are we here? Gary Turpie. I want to put him on the bench, but I'll fix that up and we'll see you in there. So both teams have changed things up for this one, which is interesting. But yeah, let's see what we can do here. Pick up where you left off. What about some calm? There's no pressure, boys. Actually, yeah, let's pick off where we left off last time out. Let's give it a little bit of passion that we have faith, and let's hope we can. We can actually pick up where we left off, because there's nothing like beating the New Saints, is there? And what a Christmas present it would be to our Bala Town faithful if we could do a double over them. But yeah, the league is more or less where we want it to be right now. The window is obviously opened as well, January 1st. As soon as the window opened, we did get a bid for Correa, and we did have a bid for somebody else who I can't remember right now. We've also had a declare of interest in Fomin from Barcelona. I've had a quick look as Holick's got himself inside the penalty area. He pulls it back for Big Mac, and Big Mac, oh, he is back. He is back, a 16th of the season for him. Holick and Big Mac combine. It's 1-0 after 9 minutes. We'll tell him to concentrate, but that is looking very, very nice indeed. I have had a look at options to replace Fomin as a left winger. It's the same old story that we have every single transfer window. I know the players that I want, that I would like to get in, and we're talking 70, 80 million in transfer fees, and then we've got to worry about the wages. So yeah, it's the difficult situation we're in, and what ideally we need to get that bigger stadium, the bigger crowds, and then we could support a bigger wage budget. Corey just picked himself up a knock. Let's not muck around with that, given that he's just coming back from injury. We'll get Turpie on. We'll switch Turpie and Arias around and see how that goes for us. He is just coming back to injury, so hopefully it's nothing too serious. And it's not going to set him back too badly, but we'll have to wait and see on that one. I haven't used Arias as a number 10 before, so it'll be interesting to see how he gets on. Not a classic, you'd say, that half, but we've got the job done more or less. all right, let's just say go out there. There's no pressure on you in this second half and see if that can be what gets us going. It is a little bit annoying having sort of team selection dictated to me by who I've promised first team football to, but it's a little bit of sort of the nature of the beast right now in that we have European players who we've had to call them sort of first team or star players, and I don't always want to play them in the league, A, because I want to rest them for the more meaningful games, and B, because I do want to try and get young players coming through. Big Mac, Arias have a couple of shots blocked there. Buckley to Gary Turpey. Should we be playing with a little bit more width here, perhaps? Turpey finds that width for Ballerini. He keeps it in. He chips it up. It's back post, and it is Dean Parry with a first goal. Now, is it a first goal for the club or just for the season? The run continues. I think he may have got one or two before. Actually, I know he had. He smashed one in last season that was in a goal of the season contender, I think. But Ballerini keeps in the Gary Turpey pass, chips it up. Parry at the back post. Towering header. 2-0. Wonderful stuff. And, well, let's hope now we can go on with this in the second half. Here we go. Arias over a free kick. Good one for Big Mac, and Big Mac sticks it away. His 17th of the season. He is, well, he's back, isn't he? Did he ever leave is the big question. But you put him in this domestic game, take the pressure off him, and, well, he's too good, isn't he? This does, of course, beg the question, could Big Mac go and break the goal-scoring record? Not this season. That would be quite the achievement. But if we were to just call him a domestic player next season, could he get that job done for us? We'll give him some more praise. We've got a lot of complacent players out there. Hollick's had his start. Let's get Isaac on for him. And do we want to bring him on? Probably not, to be honest. Yeah, we'll keep him fresh for WAG duties ahead. I'm assuming there's a WAG duty coming up. Just sort of the way that the cup draw generally goes. But looking as though it could be another 3-0. Can we get a fourth goal late on here? We'll give them some more praise. We're all looking complacent, which is excellent. And there it is. Well, there we go. A good double over the New Saints. 6-0 on aggregate, if that was a thing. We'll say, we've got to say don't get complacent. But yeah, we're looking good. So Correa, it's just a bruised ankle. That's fine for him. We hammer the New Saints. Turpey gets himself a nice little pay increase. Big Mac continues to bang in those goals for us. And, well, that will do it for today. If you have enjoyed that, please do hit thumbs up. We're 34 games. I don't think we're going to get over 200 again, are we? But things are going well. We've had a change in the club dynamics, have we? Omar, KDH, and Broughton, the club leaders. I don't think that's too much of a change. But, guys, that's it for today. If you have enjoyed that, please do hit thumbs up. Don't forget to subscribe if you're new. Now, what we'll do is we'll come back somewhere around the end of the January transfer window. It might be the Wags with Haverfordwest. It will be before the Bayern Munich game, but we'll try and see if we can strengthen ahead of Europe and see where that takes us. That'll be for next time, guys. Sorry I can't give you specific games, but let's say Haverfordwest and one other. Until then, guys, I've been Ep10. Thank you so much for watching. Take care.